Welcoming you to the Leela Podcast, a place where you can discover all things Osho Leela. You'll get to meet the community, learn about community life, and listen in as we share about our upcoming events and workshops from the perspective of the facilitators and the attendees, supporting you to find your way to Leela. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Leela Podcast, and today I am joined by the wonderful Sanjula. Welcome Sanjula to the podcast.
Yay, and it's lovely to be with you, Louise.
Yay.
Always.
Yeah, we always say this is like some of the time we get to spend together as well, isn't it?
Yes, and these days we're spending a lot of time together,
Yeah.
so that's beautiful.
Yeah.
The gift of living and working together, hey?
Yeah, it really has been beautiful, and and it's part, really, we'll get straight into it. So Sanjula is one of the directors here at Osho Leela, if you don't know her. She is also a channel. She is a creatrix of many, many programs here at Osho Leela, including The Journey of the Sacred Feminine. We have a new program called Thrive. She's over the Leela Life Training. We've done wellness retreats, or wellness retreat together, and so much more. And today we really wanted to kind of bring the theme of thriving. And Leela is very much a place at the moment which is thriving. We are growing, we are expanding our programs, we're expanding our community, we're expanding our accommodation. And we're just really in this phase of growth and opportunity and coming closer and closer together throughout that process as well. We have a bigger team of community that have lived here than ever before. And yeah, with that brings so many gifts. So it's thriving. We are thriving.
We are thriving.
Yeah. And it feels really beautiful to be part of that, and also to bring people closer, bring our Leela family, our extended Leela family closer, and welcoming in new people as well. So shall we, let's go with that theme of thriving. Sanjula, what does that feel like to you? How is that kind of manifesting in the community?
Before we even go to the community, I just feel like taking a moment of what it means to thrive, because it's deep, man. You know, it's like you can live your life surviving, and we all know what it is and how it feels just to be surviving, just getting by. If you're working and you're paying the bills and you have this undercurrent feeling of I'm just surviving, I'm not really alive. And I think thriving is connected to aliveness, a feeling of my energy is awake, I'm fully yes in my life, my relationship I have a yes to, my work or my vocation I have a yes to, whether relationships in the family or friendships are messed up or struggling, at least if you have a yes to resolve something inside yourself and not put it on them, then I go into that kind of womb space of saying, yes, then we're thriving. And I'm delighted to see Leela. Osho Leela's been here, for many years, and I feel the phoenix is rising out of the ashes, that we came to the pandemic, and then after the pandemic there was a new team formed, and we're all bringing our gifts to the table. And I think that formation in itself is encouraging the newness that's alive in the commune. I mean, right from accommodation that's about and was about to fall apart, to the new shepherd's huts, to the new pods, to now, Shankara's almost at its end. If anyone doesn't know what Shankara is, it was one of our meditation rooms for many years. And we've got the yurt up. It's about to be blessed. And brought to life. And for me, yeah, that excites me. I'm not just I've got a big love for the workshop space, but for me, really, I think I love to see all corners of Osho Leela thriving, from the gardens that we're finally growing our food, to John Kramer taking excellent care of the fruit trees, to you know, beautifying the space. We've got so many people coming in at the moment wanting to make Leela beautiful, and people coming into the community with wanting to be together, wanting to belong, wanting to share. And I think the world needs us, really, and we need the world, and so here we are today to send our message out. So I'm so happy when I walk around. I'm a gardener, a simple gardener by nature, and I just love to walk around and see, wow, that's being taken care of, and that's being taken care of. There's a lot of care here, you know, going into the place, going into the people. This year has also been about investing in our people, making sure that we're checking in more regularly and seeing where people want to grow, what do they want to bring, and not just being a spanner in the wheel, kind of moving methodically around. We really have a genuine interest to see people in the community thriving and shining and bringing out the best in them. So I feel that is thriving. That is thriving. And that when we came up with this name, I would just say, for our new program, Thrive, I feel it fits with where we're at. You know, it really does. It's like, wow, I want people to come and take a deep look again inside, in a held week where whatever's blocking them from thriving, and whatever steps people need to learn in order to feel like they can thrive. And that is a simple thing as feeling like you belong to a community like this, that you feel like, hey man, if I need to make change, at least I have a spiritual family, a tribe out there that have got my back. And when I fall, they're going to pick me up, and we're going to dust ourselves off, and we're going to go again, and that there isn't a giving up. You know, thriving doesn't really go with giving up. We cannot give up. We're destined to bring in change, and we're change makers, so we're doing it. And I feel you're a big part of that. You know what I mean. You're representing change. You have a light that wants things to heal and change. So, yeah, beautiful.
Yay. Yeah, thank you, Sanjula. And yeah, and it's just, I now, like, if you walk around Leela now, like, there's just all these little pockets, aren't there? Like pockets of magic that have been created by different people. And there's kind of a Navi Navajata, he often talks about kind of owning Leela. And he's always like, we've got to own Leela. You know, you're here and you've got to own Leela. And for me, that's what I see kind of like expressing out into little pockets of places, you know, of like, I don't know, just beautiful spaces. And like you said, beautifying is such we've really taken that word on this year as well. We're beautifying the gardens, we're beautifying the via the maintenance team, they're beautifying, you know, and we've got people coming in and they're going to be decorating spaces as well to kind of up level some of the rooms. And that's all grown through, that being part of something bigger, you know. And I know we've got friends of Leela that kind of have been to programs that we've run here, and they keep coming back again and again. And you know, it, even on the outside, you can kind of still be part of it, which is the beauty, you know, because it isn't for everybody to live in a space like this, because it's also quite challenging and it's quite confronting, and it offers like a big growth path. And some people want to be kind of just stepping in and out and in and out, and I think that's beautiful how we now kind of have expanded that. You know, the volunteer program is totally different to how it was before. It's got a lot more kind of accessibility, I guess, where people they kind of dip in and support, and it really works and supports the, like you say, the cogs in the wheel of Leela turning. So yeah, just really beautiful to beautify and welcome in all the different energies that kind of want to be part of it as well.
I mean, I loved being at the promotion table. I'm saying that aloud.
We had a ecstatic dance.
Yeah.
We've just come out of ecstatic dance. We're just about to go to Bio Dancer, and Navi suggested, what about a promotional tent? I was like, all right, yeah, more promo. And Sanjula, I love it that you were there.
And the thing that I loved really is, I've always felt it like not every program, every lifestyle suits every person. And I was standing there and I was just simply curious, where are you at in life and what are you needing? What are you looking for? Just that simple question. And then looking at our table, if you're under 40, you can go to the under 40s festival. If you want to dive deep into Tantra, there is the Tantra training. If you want to be with a woman on a journey, there's the Sacred Feminine. If you want to dive deeper in your own process and be guided, there's the Thrive program, there's the Volunteers program, there's the Woofing program, there's Living in the Buddha Field. We've just really opened our doors, and I think one of I know Bart's at the back of bringing all that to the calendar, bless him. But one of the reasons we're doing it is because we want to keep this magnificent building alive, and we want to keep Leela for the next generation. I know we do. We want to have a place where people can come and heal, and I think how beautiful if we can just restore this building through our events and the income that comes through our events, and that we can restore the old group room and bring something new. I think it's fantastic, and just having a variety and not trying to fit a person into a model. There is something in that for me that's real and authentic. It's like, okay, and maybe we also don't have what you want here, and that's okay too. You know, and not making anybody right or wrong for their independent decision of where they need to go and what they need in life. Because like you said, it's not just about you know, staying in the commune and feeling like if you stay in the commune, you're the one that's growing. Life is not like that. I think existence is teaching all of us how to grow, and we're all here to heal, and we're all here to find love again. And where we find that path is really where we're called to. You know, so for me that was also why I used that title in the Sacred Feminine Life Calls. It's like learning to listen to that call, and it may not be Leela, it may be Damanhur in Italy, it may be we've got brothers and sisters in community all across the globe who are doing similar things, and I love that. I love collaboration. And I feel we can learn through collaboration. Like we can learn by opening up and collaborating, learning what other communes are doing that worked, learning what we do that doesn't work, or maybe where we are thriving. I want to see us share that, you know, and for me that's why I like that we meet like this, so that people can get to hear that Osho Leela is not just an Osho Leela, Osho community. No, there's a lot of newness moving through the roots of this place. You know, there's a lot of different schools. We've just had Elon join us in the community and bringing creative arts, like with the drumming and the clowning and the playfulness. It's beautiful to see. There's Ranjana with the Tantra and her medicine taking people into Tantra through the doorway of meditation, really what Osho was always talking about. So I'm seeing different schools forming in this umbrella, and we've got Baba with his magic journey, which is fully booked most of the time. It's a different offering that he's bringing, and I just really am in awe that we can do all of that and that we're here. You know, I'm deeply thankful. So for me personally, just to say, the Thrive is going to be my baby. I've got my team of splendid facilitators. I love working in a team, but I for sure will have the oversight and the direction that when people come, they can have a call with us before to see if the Thrive program fits and what they want to work on. And then it's going to be tailor-made. You know, we're going to bring it to its form through the people that are coming. And I look forward to starting. I'm super excited. I don't want the summer to go away, but Thrive is starting in the autumn. I'm a bit of a summer girl, but yeah, I don't want to rush the summer. It's here now, isn't it?
I totally, and yeah, and it's interesting kind of having been here for a couple of years, how I meet people and I'm like, I can't remember. I know you, but I can't remember which event it was because it all merges into one pile of beautiful events. But yeah, it's definitely hot here, by the way.
Yes,
Breaking hot. And yeah, we've still got so much to look forward to as well in the summer. But can you just talk a little bit into Thrive a bit, because now we're there. It's a new program. It's 6 days, and who is it for? I guess that's a question. Who is it for?
It is for whoever doesn't feel like they're thriving, talking into this piece, because we can cruise. We know when we're cruising, when we detach ourselves and we're kind of cruising along and life is semi-okay until it's not. And I think Thrive will be for the people that want to really change that and find tools that they can use to put in the steps. That's always the journey for me. It's not so much about, oh yes, I ripped this plaster off and now I'm healed, or I jump over there and then I'm a healer or a shaman or an artist or whatever. No, it's about the steps. It's all about the journey. As I am on the journey myself, I'm learning as I'm wisening and growing a bit older that it is all about the journey. It's not about the goal. And it's about looking at, okay, what part of the journey for you is not working? Is it how you relate in your intimacy? You know, and when you're in a held container like Thrive will be, you'll be able to share. You will be able to meditate. You will be able to self-reflect. You will be able to inquire inside yourself, to be opening up some space. It's very difficult to open up space before you let go of what's in the way. And very often we've got things from our past or even present circumstances which are creating that tight feeling, that tension in the body where it's like, oh, I go on autopilot, you know. And for me, Thrive is for those people who feel like they're on autopilot in their marriage, autopilot in their work, and they know there isn't nourishment there. And I'm curious then, what can nourish the people that come? So Thrive will be a time to self-reflect and journey and make changes, but it also will be this part which you bring in, looking at, hey, how can I nourish myself? That I'm not codependent on looking for a relationship to fill me, and then this idea that once I have a romantic partner that I'm thriving, or once I've attained success in my life, then I'm thriving. No, like, how do you fill yourself with meaning? How do you deepen who you are, so that when you're standing alive, you feel, hey, I'm alive, and that's enough. That's thriving for me. And that's actually, I saw the flame. That's why I chose the fire as the symbol for thrive, because it's like, that's the fire. Hey, I wake up in the morning and I feel I have meaning in life. And whether that is nourishing yourself more, focusing on health more, finding balance in all aspects of your life, that is what thrive's going to be for me.
Yeah, beautiful. Yay.
Yay!
And I love that, because you have got an epic team. You've got Abby, you've got Amir, you've got Khalees, you've got Navajata, and some bits around the edges as well. And it's such a kind of holistic. It's a very holistic process as well. Adding all those pieces in, you know, we're working on the body, we're working on the emotions, working on behaviours. And everybody kind of dipping into their specialisms when it comes to things like that. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful opportunity for people to come, and also it is one of the stepping stones, you know. It feels like it's one of those stepping stones to kind of like more discovery about life, isn't it? You know, there's what's here, what is in the way, where is the fire in my belly that I can't feel, and it's just that kind of quite a rounded, holistic opportunity to experience, Leela, and to make changes in their lives. Yeah,
I think it's got a different. The difference is you can come to Leela and be a volunteer, and tip your toe in communal living. Right, and we live in community in a way where we offer meditations, we do healing sessions, we've got an offering of a lifestyle. Thrive is not just a lifestyle. We will be in the lifestyle of community, but Thrive will be a program, that is for sure, a held program where safety is very important for me, that people feel safe. So it's also for people who have never stepped into a workshop before, or who have never done any of this kind of work, where they feel like, wow, you know, I would like to do something different. I don't just want to go to a music festival and take heaps of drugs and drink. I want to step out of that so that I can see who I am. And I think that's why people travel. Young people, like I know it from myself, why I left South Africa. Young people tend to want to explore who they are away from the family nest. And then they go traveling, and some of them go to sacred lands like Peru or to India, or to, they called to Pachamama or somewhere. But some travelers go on the drinking party binge, you know. and that's also okay. But it's like Leela really is also a place where you can come and travel, but you travel inside, and you learn who you are from the inside through the meditation. And like you say, I have a fantastic team. I've got Khalees, who is a Zen stick for meditation, and we've got Abby, who is devoted to bioenergetics and much more, and Amir, who's an occupational therapist but brings in all her dance therapy and healing techniques. You are super creative, Louise, with your self-love and care and visioning, you know. For me, I want to bring you into the vision and the next steps part, because that is your skill set. And I think my skill set is seeing what your skill set is and using it so that I'm not always working, so that I'm thriving.
Yeah, exactly.
That is it. It's like, my skill set is seeing the gifts of others and saying, okay, come now, play your instrument so that I can sit and see you shine. And for me, that quality is brotherhood, sisterhood, is that when we come together and we really want each other to shine, and it's not like, hey, I've got more certificates than you, and I've learned more this than you, and I've been up the mountains up there. No, it's like, hey man, we want each other to shine, so that we can thrive in ourselves and bring out the best in each other. And I think if people meet my team when they come together, people look at them and they think, wow, I want to be a part of that. I want to thrive. I remember once, bless Abby, dancing in the group room after a group, and now Abby leads the primal with me. And I was watching her dance, and I had tears of joy, seeing her confidence, seeing how much bioenergetics has transformed her life, how much she has learned from that, and how much she's got this passion to bring this to people and say, hey man, this is one style that works. When I see that, not just, hey, I've got another certificate. No, there's like, hey, I've been through this journey. This has helped and I want to share it. And I think my team have that on all levels, on all levels. And I'm so glad we've got Trisha and Bart in the wings of it as well, because their gift and medicine is the sound healing medicine, the journey of sound and frequency, and that's not mine. Yes, I've newly acquired a shamanic drum, but they bring that, and I will bring that in as well when it feels right, that I feel like Darpan and Prema Uti need to be there with the gong baths and the healing sound, and when we need to get out there in nature with our bare feet and be in the sauna with you. It's all so rich. I feel like, if someone asked me, would I choose this life of being fully rich or choose to be outside being a multimillionaire living somewhere where I didn't know anybody, doing something that didn't bring so much meaning, I would choose this again, because we are rich, man. We might not be rich with loads of notes, but we are rich with the food we're eating. We're rich with these connections, and I feel like, wow, I feel full from what is happening at Osho Leela at the moment. I feel a fullness, and I feel like we're building almost like a mother about to give birth.
Yeah, it totally feels like that.
And we've been working, I don't like to say hard, but we have been working hard, all of us, bringing change, implement the Depop guys. Oh my goodness, bless them. They've been working so hard to bring the yurt up. And for me, this collaboration again of spirit is what is firing this birth to happen. And I'm curious to what we are going to birth into, because I feel it. I feel like we're growing the baby. We might be about 3.5 months, and then at some point we're just going to birth out into the world in a way that we don't know what that shape and form is, but we're building, and it feels, I'm not allowed to swear, it feels amazing. My mother would be proud. I'm not swearing, Mum.
Yeah, it totally is. I feel that, and that is that feeling of like, being part of something which is bigger. And I was chatting to John Kramer the other day actually, and he's planting, you mentioned all the fruit trees around the land, and I was like, wow, it'd be so beautiful to open that up to people, to be part of that as well, to kind of like not fund it, but like contribute, and then they have, they have a stake in the ground, like they have a fruit tree growing, and like,
totally,
how beautiful would that be, because it really is, it's the ripples, isn't it? And it's like, you said earlier, just those moments. Some people come back again and again, some people just come a little while, but they stay on the edges and really support the bigger vision, this vision of like love and unity and different ways of being and living.
And there's the witchy element to people planting their own trees.
Yeah.
So what, as I said, I'm a gardener. What I feel and I have planted, it was something that I needed to do this life. I have planted trees. I've planted many trees, not just here, also up at Trees for Life, which was a project replanting the Caledonian forest, I think, in Scotland. And what I know in myself to be really true is that when you plant a tree and you put a piece of yourself there with the tree to grow, that the tree is there also to support your healing and balance, and you can form a relationship with a tree. You really can.
Yeah.
Some people might think, well, you know, tree huggers we are. You and I definitely are.
Tree huggers. Proud.
Yeah, proud tree huggers. But really, that medicine is there, and it is a beautiful thing to do. And John and I have a vision, just to say, that we want to plant 10 trees every year as a generation for the next generation. And I'm passionate about that, and so that's why I reached out to our own internal wider community to ask people who would like to plant their own tree, because I feel like when you do plant a tree, you are more connected to where you are living. And if you can't plant a tree at home, I highly recommend it though. If you're living in property where you have space to plant your own tree, plant your own tree. I was reading a science article, now we're getting into my sciencey bit, but you need to plant 7 trees to give back everything you have used this life. And I think if each one of us had a mission to plant 7 trees in a lifetime, wow, man, that would be a blessing to Gaia. You know, it would be such an offering. So we are almost on the 10 for this year, and I'm really open. If people don't have land at home and you want to come and plant your own tree, actually plant it, please do. It's a really healing thing to do, and yeah, I feel sweet about that we're always going to be able to pick our own fruit.
I think that's lovely. I've noticed that the apples are starting to get there. I don't know how long, but they're kind of starting to drop off the trees. Yeah, it's very exciting. We go into apple mania here at Osho Leela in probably about September, where we have apple juice, apple pie, apple crumble, apple leather, apple juice.
I love apple leather. That's the dehydrated apple.
Yeah. That's Hanukkah. Yeah, Hanukkah's the queen of dehydration. She will dehydrate anything.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're thriving. We're hot.
We're hot. We're hot.
And yeah, just really, is there anything else that you want to share today to kind of sum it up, or like?
To sum up where we're at in the community, I think one precious offering that we have, because I'm aware that we started a lot of new journeys this season. Let's call it a season. And for me, one of the precious ones was the journey of the sacred feminine. And there is something with the initiation of that, which came really at the back of Kimaya. Hopefully you're watching Kimaya, who created the Yoni Garden. And it's just been a porthole of beauty. And now this season we also have had the bell tent near the Yoni Garden for women to go and rest. Which has been something which we haven't done here. So it's been a part of our vision, but now it's actually happening. And the fact that the journey of the sacred feminine, I just feel we're going to have the last weekend with Sukha Sama, and she's a very dear friend of mine and Teresha's and the community. She has many names if you don't know her, Victoria Whelan. She's been a part of our lives for this last 20 years or so, and she's a powerhouse. She's devoted to sustainability in her own way. She was at the back of the Seed Festival, and I really wanted her to be a part of the journey of the Sacred Feminine for this round, because next year it will be evaluated, and then we will make the changes. And I think that is something on a subtler note that's happening a lot more at Leela, that we're evaluating. We're not just doing something and plowing on for 10 months without looking up. We're doing what we're choosing to do, and then we're looking at it, we're evaluating, we're looking at what's working, what's not working, how can we improve it, and how can we learn and grow. And I think when a community, because I've been in many communities, when a community can stay open to looking in that way, what can we learn, and how can we grow together, and how can the new be formed as we're doing it. So I love that with the journey of the Sacred Feminine. And if any women haven't been in any of the workshops, you're so welcome. And I'm looking forward to be there with Sukha, because she's about to take off to Australia, and this is really the moment to taste her medicine and to see her contribution to the world, which is beautiful. It's really about looking at your gift of who you are and sharing that with the world. And I wanted that to be the last module of this round. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to expanding the journey of the Sacred Feminine, and we will go out, as you know, but we will start again in January, is it? I
can't remember. I'm not very good with the dates.
Neither am I.
We have
a calendar.
Is that there? We have. This is the final one, which is coming in September, and then it will be starting next year. And it's just been a really beautiful, I think, as well as an offering to the women out there. It's been such an offering for us as well, because we've been brought closer, kind of what we said at the beginning of the podcast. And it's the building of the feminine, of really kind of acknowledging our gifts, acknowledging that it's okay to rest, it's okay to take care, it's okay to speak your truth, it's okay to do all of these things which we've as women been so suppressed for kind of over lifetimes. And so it's been a real gift to be part of it as well, and like you say, experience. We've done it together. There's been a real togetherness of it, and it's just been lovely to be part of, and looking forward to next year as well. So yay.
I think that's enough for today, and I just would like for our watchers just to close their eyes for a moment with us. Because that's a lot of information to take in, and people come with their curiosity, but I invite you to close your eyes and see if you can soften into your own breath and stillness. And just for a moment, stay in silence. And taking a more deep breath. Maybe having a little sigh, opening your eyes. And for now, Louise and I send all our love from Osho Leela and we look forward to welcoming you.
Mm.
And if you have any questions around Thrive in particular, or any of the programs, please do reach out. I'm available to speak to people.
Yeah, great. Everything is on the website if you're interested in being a volunteer, if you're interested in any of the workshops. And we hope to see you next time. It would be really lovely if you are watching this and you enjoy the podcast, you can like and subscribe, and you can also put comments and also share it with your loved ones. Share it with the people that you think, oh, I know somebody who might resonate with this. That'd be lovely. So thank you so much. Take care.